Bullock. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Titans nothing.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Slam. Mikey, 18.
Now it's Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He'll throw from the gun. He'll fire this one deep for Eckler. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown.
Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield, and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good.
Chargers 13, Titans nothing. Randy Bullock set to
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Henry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 45-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. Now Brown, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance. Carrying it firmly, get it the same.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Adrian Amos with a pick.
The pass. Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. Past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11.
The 37-yard line.
This is Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 36.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to number 84. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Henry powers past him at midfield. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
48-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Set the turn, defense. Let's go. Mike's 49.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. On 1st and 10, Herbert, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and got his man, complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback, And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback throwing it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football in the triple option, you've actually called that play.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I think this crowd would have liked neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field. The extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start with the option. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 15.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. There's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 26-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Titans 27, Chargers 16.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Herbert on first down now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Casey Hayward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Flush to his right. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
49 the mic. Watch 49. Silver.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 34. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
That'll go as a loss of 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Herbert's pass.
It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. First down
from the gun. Herbert escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Flushed out right. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Chargers 24. Randy Bullock.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. Again, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
49 the money. 49 the money. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers,